Welcome back. In the previous guide, we successfully configured a cluster gateway on our local kind cluster using Traefik and Cert Manager. Today, we take the next exciting step, automating the deployment of machine learning model inference services. We will use KServe to securely expose models registered within MLflow, translating them into highly scalable, production-grade APIs right on our local Kubernetes environment. In this video, we will cover integrating KServe with our existing Gateway API. We'll secure model retrieval by configuring S3 access for inference pods using service accounts. Then we'll dive into creating a base inference service to serve an XGBoost model. After that, we'll implement a custom KServe Transformer microservice to map user-friendly flat JSON payloads into the strict machine learning tensors required by the backend. Finally, we'll test both our standard and transformed HTTP APIs. So, what exactly is KServe? It's a highly scalable standard Kubernetes custom resource definition, or CRD, orchestrator designed specifically for serving machine learning models. It takes care of complex networking, auto-scaling, health checking, and routing, so data scientists can focus purely on the models themselves. Let's install it. First, we'll download the official KServe Helm chart locally so we can inspect it. We pin it to version 0.16.0 to ensure our setup is reproducible. Next, because KServe deeply extends the Kubernetes API, we absolutely must deploy its structural CRDs before installing the main controllers. We use a Helm install command to apply these CRDs to our MLOps namespace. We can then use kube control to verify they've been created. After the CRDs are ready, we configure our main KServe installation. We use a custom YAML file to tell KServe to use our local docker.localhost domain, communicate over HTTPS, and crucially, hook into our Traefik Gateway API. In this same file, we map our S3 storage configuration to point to our MLflow artifacts bucket. Once our custom settings are ready, we install the main KServe controller using Helm upgrade. When KServe spins up an inference service, it deploys a storage initializer pod that needs to download the model from our S3 bucket. On cloud environments like AWS, pods usually assume identity and access management roles natively. However, since we are running locally on kind, the best method is to tie our credentials to a Kubernetes service account. We simply create a new service account called SA-S3-access and patch it to bind directly to our AWS- credentials secret. This way, our pods can securely access the bucket. With our infrastructure up and running, let's deploy a raw prediction endpoint. We do this by applying an inference service YAML manifest. In this manifest, we link our previously created service account for storage access. We define the model format as XGBoost, point the storage URI exactly to where the model lives inside our MLflow bucket, and enforce the KServe version 2 protocol. Once we apply this configuration using kube control, KServe automatically provisions the endpoint at yellow-tripdata-mlops.docker.localhost. Because we're using a self-signed certificate, we can test it directly from our terminal using a curl command with the -k flag to bypass SSL verification. When we submit our input payload, the prediction succeeds. However, the input and output formats heavily rely on rigid, multi-dimensional tensor arrays. While this is mathematically perfect, it's pretty difficult to integrate with typical front-end web or mobile apps that expect standard flat JSON structures. This is where the KServe Transformer comes in to save the day. The transformer is an independent node that sits directly in front of the model. It safely overrides the request payload, acting as data pre-processing, and modifies the prediction output, acting as data post-processing. Instead of rigid tensors, we want our system to accept a simple JSON dictionary with parameters like vendor ID, trip distance, and passenger count, and we want it to respond with a simple JSON prediction. Using KServe's simple Python framework, we subclass the model class and override the preprocess and postprocess hooks. In the preprocess function, we extract the flat JSON dictionary values and sequentially map them into the required multi-dimensional array format. Then, in the postprocess function, we extract the deeply nested tensor prediction and wrap it back into a clean JSON dictionary. To deploy this, we write a Docker file based on Python 3.11. We install the KServe SDK, copy our transformer Python script, and set the entry point. We then build the image locally and push it to our registry so our kind cluster can pull it. Now we bring it all together. First, we delete our old base inference service. Next, we apply a new combined YAML manifest. This new manifest has two parts: the base predictor block, configured identically to before, and a brand new transformer block. We simply point the transformer to our newly pushed Docker image and pass an argument telling it to use the version 2 Open Inference Protocol. We apply this using kube control. Once it's running, we map testing directly against the simpler v1 KServe API predict path. When we hit the endpoint using curl with our user-friendly flat JSON dictionary, we instantly receive our clean flat JSON prediction. Congratulations! In this tutorial, we successfully installed KServe and integrated it deeply into our kind Gateway API ecosystem. More importantly, we expanded our inference patterns by integrating a dedicated Python KServe transformer to cleanly decouple rigid tensor structures from standard user-facing HTTP data streams. Your local MLOps platform is now incredibly powerful and ready for real-world application integrations. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.